Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Just we had lost power for just a moment. That's been, oddly enough, a recurring theme here at KSAM Sports. It's still 2-0. Huntsville went down swinging 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second inning, as that is going to be a 6-3 putout. Anna Rosenlund getting the leadoff batter in Brooklyn Levonic to ground out, and that's your first out here in the top of the third. Again, if you are rejoining us now, again, apologies for those technical difficulties. We are back and rolling now, though.
The power went out, and I said, "Are we the only one that lost power?"
No.
And I didn't even, because I saw the board, it wasn't moving, and I was like, "What happened?"
Yep, I saw the lights go out, and I was like, oh, that's not good. But it's all good. We're back and rolling here. 2-0, top of the third, one away. And now third in the order in Caitlin Cooper at the plate, and she takes a look at strike one. And you'll have to indulge me for a second, folks, as I try to get this new link out to all of our viewers. Now that we are back up and going. As that one popped up on the infield, Rosenlund fighting the wind. She's got it, out number 2.
It's good. 2 up and 2 down so far. I mean, that's a lot better than the first inning.
Yeah, Barbers Hill being able to get 2 runs in the last inning. Huntsville trying to get through this inning cleanly. Now up to the plate, fourth in the order, the cleanup hitter, Peyton Helmley, that got it started in the last inning with a leadoff double to get Barbers Hill on track. She'll take a strike right on the inner half, 0-1. Yo, 1. High, ball 1. Duke trying to work here. Top of the third, 2 away, nobody on. Helmley takes for a strike, 1-2. Duke trying to work another 1-2-3 inning. Helmley, like I said, 1 for 1 to start this ball game. Duke trying to make her 1 for 2, and she'll have to wait as that pitch, the off speeder, got a little high there, and the count now to 2-2.
Oh,
that
terrible.
one got a piece of Helmley there, and now the inning will roll on. Second hit batsman for J.J. Duke, and that puts a runner on for Barbers Hill in the top of the third inning.
Man, he's going to have a bruise tomorrow.
You know, I played a little baseball growing up. When you get hit by the pitch, even as a young kid, you feel it for a long while. So I'm sure Helmley may feel that one for just a little bit. So now we keep rolling. Emma Hargrave to the plate, first baseman for Barbers Hill. And she's swinging at the first pitch and fouls it back to the dish, 0-1. And was able to get Levonic on the beautiful 6-3 putout by Rosenlund and Grant. And able to get Cooper to pop out, but then the hit by pitch to Helmley. 0-1 count here on Hargrave. Top of the third, 2-0 Lady Eagles, and she swings at the next pitch. That one might stay in play. Nope, squeaks out of play. And now JJ ahead in the count once again, 0-2. As we welcome you everybody back in. Following our quick, brief technical difficulties, we're back and rolling, though. As long as they don't throw another ball and it bonks out the power again,
we should be good.
We should be good. Huntsville will have the 9-1-2 up in the bottom of the third inning, as that's a good waste pitch there by JJ, and the count 1-2 now. Hargrave, her first time up, reached on an error by Hope Grant. Here's the 1-2. That one on the ground. Oh, right into the glove of JJ. Right in the webbing. She was able to just glove that one and get it on over to Grant for out number 3. Barbers Hill strands 1. Let's go to the bottom of the third. 9-1-2 up when we come back from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornet softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner. For all your plumbing needs, call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and I'm proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Glad to have you with us this evening. Bottom of the third, ready to get underway. 2-0 Barbers Hill. This broadcast presented this evening by our great friends, My Home Church, Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ, as well as Affordable Plumbing, family-owned and operated since 2000, supporting Walker County and surrounding counties. Bottom of the order here, 9-1, and then back around to the top, 9-1-2 will be up here for Huntsville. Riley Hammond will get us started. This bottom of the third inning, Huntsville needing some hits to come across. They've only been able to bring one so far. That one coming from J.J. Duke, an infield single in the the bottom of the first. So here's Hammond, and the first offering runs outside. Count 1-0. Riley Hammond, and a great start to this season. She'll foul that one back to the screen, and the count now 1-1. Hammond so far this year batting a cool .304, 11 hits on the year, plus 9 singles and a pair of doubles. Also credits 6 RBIs to her. Performed very, very well up in White House at the Tyler TASO tournament. Here's the 1-1 to Hammond. Thought about squaring around, pulled it back in time, and the count 2-1. And I think the key right now, Kendyll, for Huntsville, you just got to get base runners to be able to pack these bases and put some pressure on Nutter, the pitcher.
I mean, yeah. You said it best.
Yes.
You did.
Nutter went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second inning, striking out Mikhail, Enriquez, and Klawinski. So she's now got 4 strikeouts. Here's the 2-1 to Rue. Fouls that back, and the count will run to 2-2. This crowd wanted to find something to cheer about. Just the one hit, as I mentioned, a sacrifice for Sandman. That is really all the action that they've been able to see so far. Riley will square up here in the count 2-2. Nutter's pitch taken for ball 3. Great take there by the junior.
I wish we had a radar gun to see how fast they're pitching. That really...
It zips in there.
It does. You know, but, I mean, it's a lot shorter. It's a pretty short distance, so they all look pretty fast.
Payoff pitch. Hammond swings, but right into the first baseman's glove of Hargrave. She'll tap on the bag for the 3 unassisted, 1 away. A great at-bat for Riley, just could not be able
now batting for the Lady Hornets
to get something
Number
going.
21,
back to the top.
Anna
Rosenlund walked her first time up, so she has yet to register an official at-bat. Going to need some pop from this top of the order to try and work their way back against Barbers Hill. Duke working a nice top half of the inning. being able to get 2 outs quickly before giving a hit by pitch, but then got Hargrave to pop back to her. Nutter takes a look at the dugout, and now we'll deal with the leadoff batter for Huntsville. Roseland thought about squaring around, pulled it back in time. Count 1-0. Rosenlund looking to her head coach down that third base line. Morgan Bryan flanked by Cole Bohannon over there at first base, and in the dugout, Brianna Palomino. 1-0 to Rosenlund. She'll get one down into the glove of Nutter. Rifles it to first in time for the second out. Again, trying to find a way to get base runners on, but
now
that one did not pay off.
Hornets. Number 2, Noelle Sandman.
Used to it yet?
I think I can get used to it before long. It'll be fine.
Now that I've noticed it's you, I hear it every time. Before, I just thought it was the announcer earlier.
No.
It's like, man, he got some energy. He was doing the lineups, he seemed a little unsure, and then I was like, man, he found his energy, and I looked over and there was nobody there.
That's Kevin Von Rosenberg. That's Katie's dad. That does a lot of the PA here. They actually asked me before the game, like, I know you're broadcasting, but could you help us out? All right, power's still there. We're good. There's that one back to the screen on that first one from Nutter. 1-0 the count on Noelle Sandman, second in the order. With this wind blowing in, the home run ball not really going to be kind tonight to JJ, who stands in the on-deck circle. If Noelle can get on that, she would represent the tying run is Duke. And the next pitch to Sandman fouls it back, and the count now 1-1. Sandman grounded into a sacrifice bunt her first time. Going to make something happen here for Huntsville, down 2-0. Bottom of the third, as we still got a long way to go this evening. Just the 1-1 to Noelle. Noelle fouls that one back again in the count 1-2. They'll take a bounce off the backstop over there behind us. 6, 7, and 8. They will be due up for Barbers Hill in the the top of the fourth. Still trying to get used to doing baseball, folks, or softball.
We got 2 games going on behind us.
Yes, we do. 2 away, nobody on. 2-0 Lady Eagles. The count 1-2 on Noelle Sandman. The pitch from Nutter runs inside. 2-2 the count. Barbers Hill wanted that called strike 3. They will not get it from this home plate umpire. Again, Nutter 4 strikeouts after striking out the side in the last inning. Looking for number 5 as she looks to her wrist, to her numbers, and now settles back in. 2-2 to Noelle Sandman. Sandman swings and fights another one off. Got to find a way to put that ball in play into the outfield. We have not seen that yet today. The lone hit for Huntsville was an infield single by Duke, who stands on deck. If I'm Noelle, maybe try to get something. Maybe work out a walk. Find a way to get your power hitter to the plate. Nobody on. 2-2 to Sandman again. Sandman fouls yet another one back. Noelle, last season, spent a lot of time in the bottom of the order when she would be in the lineup. She was usually also used as a flex option for Huntsville out there in left field. Had a very good play against Mount Pleasant in what would be the game winner. Had led to out number 2, and then Mount Pleasant's runner did not have good base running, so that allowed the Lady Hornets to get out number 3 and move on to the area round. And that came from Noelle Sandman with her defense, trying to do something with her offense here. Still even, 2-2, 2 away, 2-0 Barbers Hill. And another offering from Nutter inside. Good take by Noelle, 3-2. That was a fastball. I would have moved out of the way too.
Yeah. That was right for a kneecap. I thought it hit her for a second, and then I saw the ball. But you gotta take those. It hurts. You gotta take those, especially in a situation like this.
So we should be full. I thought the umpire held up 2, but it should be 3. We are full here for Noelle Sandman. Swings that one up the middle, and a base hit for Noelle Sandman. Second hit of the night for the Lady Hornets, and the inning will roll on. A great at-bat for Noelle Sandman.
Number 4.
And now J.J. Duke, she'll come to the plate. 1 for 1. She comes to the plate. She is usually a first pitch swinging batter for the Lady Hornets. I'm not trying to jinx her here. How convenient the wind dies down for her at bat.
Why would you say that?
I'm going to say it. You know, we have a thing at Sam Houston, yard card. I know it's early.
You're doing the yard card right now?
I'll pull my yard card here for JJ. First pitch from Nutter. JJ swings that on the ground to the third baseman. Yard card does not work here. First is the play over there, 5-3 across the diamond, and that will retire the side. Huntsville not able to get anything there, but still a lot of time to work their way back. We're halfway through in Huntsville. Fourth inning coming your way next. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornet Softball and Baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner. For all your plumbing needs, call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Carlos Zimmermann here alongside Kendyll Morris. Top of the fourth, ready to get underway. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 due up. Nope, 6, 7, 8 due up for the Lady Eagles coming up here in a moment. Folks, be sure to follow us on Twitter. Just search KSAM1017 on Twitter. And if you want to buy tickets for the next Huntsville Hornets ball game or for scheduling information for all Huntsville high school sports and more, be sure to visit our great friends at HornetNation.org for details. J.J. Duke back to work here, fourth inning of work. Just the 2 runs given up so far to Barbers Hill, as this is Reagan Duty. She stands in 1 for 1 with a single. She swings at the first pitch. That one into right field. Hammond giving chase, but it gets down in front of Hammond, as she had a long way to go to try and get after that one. A leadoff single for Duty, and she's now 2 for 2. I'll bring up 7th in the order now in Harper Gonzalez, the junior. Double play depth on the infield for the Lady Hornets, down 2-0 here as we're just about halfway through. Gonzalez, the third baseman. 2 RBI double her first time to the plate. She squares around, fouls it back to the dish.
Clipped her foot there. I feel like that's probably got to be one of the worst feelings. You know, you foul a ball and it just dings right off your foot. You're like,
because, I mean, not much momentum's killed on that ball whenever you try to lay it down, unless it just dies in the dirt. But, you know, fouling it off your foot on a swing or a bunt, it's not pleasant by any stretch. Runner at first in Duty, and the next pitch to Gonzalez. Throw down here to second is in time. Von Rosenberg gets Duty stealing. And a quick first out to clear the bases for the Lady Hornets. And I think Barbers Hill's going to realize now, don't run on Katie Von Rosenberg.
Like I said earlier, you really got to pay attention to your catcher. I mean, if she's got the arm, and she does, I mean, even when she throws back to the pitcher, you can see the force behind her throw. As long as they've got the shortstop and the second to cover, I wouldn't even mess with it.
Believe the count's 1-2. And the next pitch to Gonzalez fouled back. So if it wasn't 1-2 before, it definitely is now. We never gave you the defensive alignment for Huntsville since we ran into some technical difficulties before we did. So left to right in the outfield, Jazz Enriquez, Noelle Sandman, Riley Hammond. Around the horn on the infield, Eris McHale, Anna Rosenlund, Callie Klowinski, Hope Grant, and the backstop for J.J. Duke is Katie Von Rosenberg. 1-2 to Gonzalez. Got her on the off speed, 2 away. So for Duke, that is punch out number 3 of this evening as Gonzalez is set down swinging. Now 2 out here in the top of the 4th inning. We'll turn it over to 8th in the order, Kaylin Custer. Is the designated player, hasn't registered an official at-bat as she was hit by the pitch, her lone time to the plate back in the 2nd inning. Huntsville trying to get through this top half to hand it off to the middle of the heart of the order in Von Rosenberg, Grant, and McHale. And the first offering here to Custer, runs low, 1-0. Eight-hole batter here for Barbers Hill as Custer fouls that one back. And the count now to 1-1. And folks, if you are joining us this evening on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network powered by KSAM Sports, love to hear from you. Let us know where you are enjoying this ball game from down in the comments below. Lori Harpole tuning in from Lindale tonight as here's the 1-1, and there's strike 2. Lori, Morgan's mom, glad to have you guys once again this year. Sure, Greg's in there as well. JJ trying to get through this inning. Gave up the single, got the strikeout and the caught stealing as that pitch runs low in the count. Back even at 2 apiece. Again, heart of the order up for Huntsville on the other side. 4, 5, and 6. Von Rosenberg, Grant, and McHale. 2-2 offering. That one swung on, hitting the air to right field. Hammond giving chase. Klawinski trying to give chase as well, but that one is off the front of her glove. Hammond is up with it. Throw into second, not in time. Great effort by Callie Klawinski trying to lay out for that one just off the front of her webbing. And so that will be, that's a tough play to make, so I'll probably credit that one a hit for Custer.
That was just right behind the first baseman. I mean, obviously, she's got to cover the bag, so somebody's got to get up there behind her. That was great hustle. Great hustle.
So we stay 2 out. Runner now over at second base. Now to 9th in the order, the pitcher, Haley Nutter. Nutter reached on a fielder's choice, her lone time to the plate. Give that a single and then advancing on the play there for Custer. That one up the middle past Rosenlund for a hit. Sandman up with it. Firing this one to the plate, not going to allow that one over there, but they get her out at third. Custer caught napping as Sandman's arm is going to allow the out over at third base to take us to the bottom of the 4th inning. Huntsville avoids the danger. It's a single for Nutter, but nothing more. Heart of the order up for Huntsville on the other side of this break. We'll be back shortly from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? I turned the lights on one side of the backstage area. I figured I could walk from the light to the darker side, allowing the light that I was coming from to illuminate my way. However, the further I got from the light, the more difficult it became to navigate. So many in our world are walking away from the light of Jesus Christ. Maybe you grew up in church and haven't been in forever. Maybe you once walked daily in your Bible, now you don't. Maybe you pray on a 911 mode. You're trying to navigate your life journey walking away from the light. Friends, the further you go from Jesus, the more difficult life will become. Turn around. Come back to the light. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, going to people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live from Cape Bar Ross Park in Huntsville, Texas, the gateway to the East Texas Piney Woods. 2-0 Barbers Hill here in the bottom of the 4th. Heart of the order up for the Lady Hornets. Katie Von Rosenberg to the plate. Hope Grant will follow her along with Eris McHale after her. Von Rosenberg. The middle part of that put out to end the top of the 4th, an 8-2-5 to get the lead runner in Kaylin Custer. And that ended the top of the 4th and saved some trouble. And Sandman with that arm out there in center. She has been a perfect replacement out there The longtime center fielder for the Lady Hornets in Jensen Vienne, now playing at Baylor University. In the Big 12, they have had a hot start to their year. So we wish Jensen all the best wishes out there playing at the D1 level in the Big 12, but she's got a good replacement out there in center now in Noelle Sandman. 4, 5, and 6 here for Huntsville as Von Rosenberg swung at the 3 pitches she saw from Nutter in her first at-bat. This one she wisely takes for ball 1. Von Rosenberg, slide open stance. Next pitch, swings and misses, 1-1. Again, Huntsville down 2-0, needing some run support here for J.J. Duke in the circle. Only 2 hits so far, 1 from Duke, 1 from Sandman. Nutter's 1-1 to Von Rosenberg, high, ball 2. Nearly hits Von Rosenberg there on the wrist. You know something I'm noticing, Kendyll? I mean, Nutter's brought a lot of good stuff here to the circle for Barbers Hill. Huntsville has not been able to figure her out just yet.
I mean, she's pitching everywhere. You know, she's not favoring a specific pitch or spot, and that makes her a pretty good pitcher in my eyes.
Von Rosenberg
here we
swings.
go.
That's just going to get behind us.
I thought it was my time to just jump out of the chair and throw it.
You know, me and Luke, when we were in Tyler for Game 2 against Mount Pleasant and Huntsville, and we had about 3 balls come our direction, but we're not able to get a hold of one. Luckily for us, though.
I know. You don't want to get caught trying to dodge a ball.
2-2 on Berger. And the pitch. Von Rosenberg swings and misses, and that is out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting for the Lady Hornets, number 6, Hope Grant.
5 strikeouts now for Haley Nutter. Brings up 5th in the order, Hope Grant. Got to find a way to get something started here for Huntsville as the outs will start to wind down. Nearing 8 o'clock on this Tuesday night. If you're just joining us, 2-0 Barbers Hill. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And the first offering from Nutter to Grant. Grant swings hard, hit, but well foul.
Wow. That was a nicely hit ball. If that would have just been in the right direction, it would have been gone.
Low arcing one. If it didn't get out, it was definitely going to rattle up against the fence for a double for Hope. Her running's been hindered in past years. She had to wear a brace on that right knee for the longest time, but it is gone now, and she's been able to work out some good ABs for extra base hits. Here's the 0-1 to Grant. She'll foul that one behind us again in the count 0-2. Grant so far this year hitting-wise, batting .361. She's gotten 10 singles, 3 doubles, and even a 3-bagger, a triple. Currently behind in the count here against Nutter. 0-2. Nutter trying to get this out here for the second one. And that offering. Grant takes it wisely for a ball, 1-2. Eris McHale, she waits on deck. Struck out. Her first time up back in the second. 1-2 to Hope. Grant swings, fouls that one away again.
Man, they sure do like batting for that Pee Wee game over there.
Yeah.
They're like, maybe these kids need some action.
Gotta find a way to just keep it on this side.
Yeah.
They're able to do that. They can start stringing some runs together because what they need to do is put pressure on Nutter. They've not been able to get much on her. Just like I said, the 2 hits, and they were both singles. They've only had 1 runner be able to get over to second base tonight. That's Anna Rosenlund. That was the start of this ball game in the first. Another 1-2 to Grant. Grant chops it foul. Linda fighting this at-bat, and you know the old adage goes, the longer the at-bat goes, it favors the batter. Because at that point, the pitcher is just trying to find anything that they can try to get her out, and usually they'll throw 1 bad pitch, and they'll make you pay. We remain 1-2, 1 away, nobody on. 2-0 Barbers Hill, and the next offering to Grant chops this one on the ground to the second baseman in duty and rifles it onto Hargrave for out number 2.
Now batting for the Lady Hornets, number 11, Eris McHale.
Back to the plate now, Eris McHale. Like I said, struck out in her lone appearance at the plate this evening against Nutter. Coming up for Barbers Hill in the top of the 5th inning will be the top of the order, 1-2-3. McHale's first swing and a miss there from McHale on Nutter in the count 0-1. Rise ball has been working for Nutter in this ball game. Infield and outfield playing straight up with the wind slightly blowing in about 5-7 miles an hour. Here is the 0-1 to McHale. McHale takes it inside for a ball, 1-1. Again, as I mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, if you are just joining us, Barbers Hill enters 13-1, Huntsville 9-4. Huntsville going 4-1 at the Tyler tournament up in White House. Their lone loss to White House, a former district mate. 1-1 to Eris McHale. McHale fouls it back, got a piece of the umpire. Looks like he's all right, and the count's 1-2.
That did not look like it felt good.
I think he got the padding, though. That's good for him. Again, a two umpiring crew, a two-man crew. During the regular season, you move to 3 during the playoffs here at the high school level. Count 1-2 on Eris, the junior. For the Lady Hornets, trying to keep this inning alive with Jazz Enriquez waiting on deck. 1-2 offering to McHale, high ball 2. Again, top of the order is up for Barbers Hill on the other side in the top of the 5th as we'll roll into the back half of this ball game. At that point, Huntsville will be down to their final 9 outs to try and get a big win against a former state champion. McHale trying to work a good AB here. 2-2 offering from Nutter is called, strike 3. So McHale rung up for the second time tonight. That takes us to the top of the 5th inning. Top of the order is also up for Barbers Hill when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and I'm proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our first softball broadcast of the year, second one, I should say. My first for Kendyll as well. I do want to shout out my guy, Colin Neal. He filled in for me a couple of weeks ago on a Monday night in Shepherd where Huntsville got a big win to open the regular season. Colin tonight is over at Bearcat Baseball. Oh! As JJ hits the first batter here of this inning, the leadoff batter for Barbers Hill in Sophie Niver. Looks like she's all right. Took that one like a champ.
Man.
And now head coach Morgan Bryan has trotted out here to the home plate umpire, and I'm going to wonder here if she's going to decide to make a move here to Hope. No, I think they're going to keep it going. Hope is that second option in the pitching for the Lady Hornets. They also have a third option off the bench in Emily Zunker. She pitched a little bit in scrimmages earlier on this year. So that is an option as well for Huntsville if need be, if Duke cannot continue in this ball game. So a hit by pitch to start this top of the 5th inning. Turns it over now to Brooklyn Levonic. And runners off and going. Von Rosenberg holds her up over there. Pitch, I believe, was called the ball in the count. 1-0. Barbers Hill, despite Von Rosenberg having caught 2 stealers today, still trying to be active on those base paths. And when you get your leadoff batter on, it's usually your speedster. Next offering, Levonic swings and misses. 1-1.
Getting a little antsy on that takeoff on that bag over there.
You got to be careful, too, not to leave early.
They need to keep an eye on her. It looked like she left early then, though.
Levonic 0 for 2. That one fouled back. It'll go out of play. The count now to 1-2. Double play depth on the infield for Huntsville. Rosalind and Klawinski playing a little bit more towards that second base bag. The chance of anything hit on the ground to try and get its win killing for 2 outs. And the 1-2 to Levonic from Duke is swung on, hit in the air to left field. It's going to get into foul ground, so it's in no man's land for McHale or for Enriquez, so the at-bat will roll on. A lot of these balls tonight that have been hit, just been hit into spots where Huntsville has not been able to get after it. Waiting on deck is Caitlin Cooper. The seniors for Barbers Hill. Junior Levonic standing in again. 1-2, 1 on, 2-0 Lady Eagles, and Levonic takes that one outside, 2-2.
Ivor's really testing this catcher over here. I think it's more of a mental thing to maybe get her to try and throw her down, just for
and possibly make a mistake. You never know. 2-2. That one on the ground and through to the left side for a base hit. Enriquez up with it to hold the runner in. Niver over at second base, so quickly a pair of runners here for Barbers Hill with nobody out in the top of the 5th. That will bring up third in the order for Caitlin Cooper, who so far today is 0 for 2. She's flown out and popped out. That hit, by the way, for Levonic, her first of the evening. Huntsville going to have to try and limit the damage once again with 2 on and nobody out. She saw this in the second whenever Barbers Hill was able to get some runs, but they were able to get some outs in that effort as well, did Huntsville. As Cooper will lay that one down, they will go to third for the force out. That will take out the lead runner in Niver. That's really the second time tonight that Huntsville's been able to get a force out over at third base, so sacrifice gone wrong there for Caitlin Cooper. That'll be registered in fielder's choice. 1-5 from Duke to McHale. So now the cleanup batter, Peyton Helmley, comes to the plate. She is 1 for 1, a double, and she was hit by the pitch her last time to the plate. Anna Rosenlund now playing a little bit closer to that third base side with a runner now in Levonic over at second. Duke trying to work her way out of this jam. Here's the first pitch here to Helmley. It's in there for a strike on the bottom half. 0-1. Next pitch, Helmley on the ground, third base side, but it is foul. That would have been a tough play for McHale to try and make. Luckily for her, it stays in foul ground to run the count to 0-2 quickly here on Helmley. Duke trying to get a big out number 2. She has struck out 3 Lady Eagles tonight, got one last inning in the 4th of Gonzalez. 2 on, 1 out, 2-0 Barbers Hill as Helmley swings. This one's going to stay on the infield for Callie Klawinski. She's got it, out number 2. A big one at that for J.J. Duke. That will bring up 5th in the order, Emma Hargrave, the first baseman tonight for the Lady Eagles of Barbers Hill. So 2 away now in the top of the 5th inning. Huntsville trying to keep the score where it is. We're going to have the bottom of the order up in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the first pitch to Hargrave. A little number to Grant, who didn't have a good glove of it, so that is going to load the bases here for the Eagles. Oh, they're going to have a runner caught up here in a pickle over here over at the third base side. They're going to have to figure something out. Rosenlund will slap the tag on the lead runner. in Lavonik. Miscommunication on the base paths for the Eagles. That's been a common theme tonight for Barbers Hill. That clears the top of the 5th. So Huntsville escapes with the damage. Not done. Bottom of the 5th coming up next. Bottom of the order is up for Huntsville when we come back in 60 seconds from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? I turned the lights on one side of the backstage area. I figured I could walk from the light to the darker side, allowing the light that I was coming from to illuminate my way. However, the further I got from the light, the more difficult it became to navigate. So many in our world are walking away from the light of Jesus Christ. Maybe you grew up in church and haven't been in forever. Maybe you once walked daily in your Bible, now you don't. Maybe you pray on a 911 mode. You're trying to navigate your life journey walking away from the light. Friends, the further you go from Jesus, the more difficult life will become. Turn around. Come back to the light. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, going people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. This broadcast presented by our great friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, because everyone deserves to be remembered, and Texpress Urgent Care, quality health care and unmatched customer service. 7, 8, and 9 are up here for Huntsville in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jazz Enriquez will get us started. She struck out her first time to the plate against Haley Nutter. Enriquez transferred in from Cypress Woods. A very good district down there in the Cypress area. Now here in Huntsville, and she stares at the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Nutter, like I said, she's been on it tonight. 6 Ks, had 2 in the last inning of Von Rosenberg and McHale. But Huntsville's done a good job to keep this where it is. 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th, trying to do some damage. Here's the 0-1 to Enriquez. That one misses outside. And the count to 1-1. Great take there by Jazz. All the Huntsville faithful still hanging out here tonight, trying to will their Lady Hornets back into this game as Enriquez takes a ball inside, 2-1. I mentioned Nutter's got those 6 strikeouts, but has only surrendered 1 walk tonight. That was to Anna Rosenlund. So Huntsville's got to find a way to try and possibly work some at-bats here. Put some runners on to put that pressure on the sophomore. 2-1 offering from Nutter to Enriquez. Just got a piece of it and fouled it back, and the count is now 2-2.
Clipping the ump again.
That's why I could never be an umpire.
I could not be home plate, that's for sure.
That would just scare me too much. I mean, honestly, in general, I mean, the ball can go anywhere. That's so how unpredictable baseball and softball is, especially baseball. Those sting a little bit more than those softballs do. 2-2 count here on Jazz Enriquez, the left fielder for the Lady Hornets. And the offering from Nutter called strike 3.
Right down the middle.
So Enriquez cannot pull the trigger.
Now at the plate for the
7
Lady Hornets.
strikeouts now.
Number 3
for Haley Nutter. Back to the top, or excuse me, back to the bottom here, I should say. Callie Klawinski.
Get them crossing the line today. The hate be so real, the love be fake. Be bumping their gums and bumping my tape.
Klawinski struck out her first time to the plate. Trying to make something happen here. 8th in the order for Huntsville. Hasn't had a great start to the year offensively. She'll square around at the first pitch, but takes it inside for a ball, 1-0. You know, Klawinski had a very good offensive night against Mount Pleasant, game 2 of the bi-district round last season. A triple and a double in that ball game. Plus a single, just a home run shy of the cycle in that affair. Here's the 1-0 to Callie. That one hits her. I mean, you get your base runners any way you can, so Klawinski is on here in the bottom of the 5th for Riley Hammond. That is just the first hit.
Now at bat
That
for
is
the
the
Lady
first hit
Hornets.
batsman tonight.
Number 13, Riley.
Issued by Haley Nutter, the sophomore. So Hammond, the junior, an opportunity to try and put something together, as barring a double play, that will allow the top of the order of Huntsville to come back around. And it's crunch time right now here in the bottom of the 5th. So Nutter hits Klawinski, and Hammond stands in. First pitch, high, ball 1. Riley Hammond, her only time to the plate tonight, grounded into a 3 unassisted over there at first base for first baseman and Emma Hargrave. 1-0 to Hammond. Fouls it back, 1-1. And this Huntsville crowd trying to find something to cheer about. Their Lady Hornets down 2-0 here in this midweek non-district matchup. With the runner Klawinski at first, here's the 1-1 to Riley Hammond. Hammond cuts on and misses, 1-2. It's a good cut there by Hammond, just couldn't get a piece.
I don't know what she's drawing in the dirt over there.
Trying to amp herself up here. Here's the 1-2 to Riley. Riley into center field, but right on the line. And they're going to get a double play. A great piece of hitting there by Riley Hammond, but right on a straight line to center field to Niver, and Callie Klawinski gunned down over there at first base as well. That is a double play, 8-3 for Barbers Hill. That'll take us to the top of the 6th inning. Huntsville starting to run out of time, but JJ will come back to work when we come back. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and I'm proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 6th, ready to get underway now. It is going to be 6, 7, and 8 here for Barbers Hill. Starting things off will be Reagan Duty tonight. 2 for 2, was caught stealing her last time, as she will take ball 1 low from J.J. Duke. Huntsville was able to get a base runner in Callie Klawinski in the bottom half of the 5th, but Riley Hammond's just hard hit ball to center field. Niver able to rifle it back on over to first for an 8-3 double play to end the inning. Is that one right into the back of the glove of J.J. Duke. Great grab there by J.J. for the first out to get Duty for the first time tonight.
You know, in practice in high school, our coach would tell us he'd buy us a milkshake if we hit the pitching screen. And so now every time I see them hit right down the middle, I'm like, oh, they're going to get a milkshake when they get home.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got a milkshake.
No.
Unfortunately. I wasn't that good.
That's why I played basketball and football. I knew I wasn't going to be good at baseball. So now up at the plate is Harper Gonzalez. She takes strike 1 from Duke. And Huntsville starting to run out of offensive opportunities. JJ has pitched very well since giving up those 2 runs in the second. It's been the only difference tonight for Barbers Hill. Ranked 2nd in the state right now in 5A as she takes a ball inside, does Gonzalez. 1-1, almost crowding the plate there. I thought that she tried to lean into it.
Yeah, she did. She did. She's getting a lot closer. I think they're noticing that she's pitching more on that inside right there, and they're just trying to take it.
Gonzalez fouls that one back. Count now 1-2. One away here in the top of the sixth. 2-0 in favor of the Lady Eagles. I mentioned Barbers Hill, number 2 in the state. Behind the defending champs, Lake Creek. Huntsville's also seen some great opponents in Katy High, who's ranked 4th in the state at the 6A level. 1-2 to Gonzalez from Duke. Just misses high, 2-2. Duke tonight has been able to get Barbers Hill looking once. That was Levonic back in the first. Part of the 3 strikeouts that Duke has been able to spin this evening. Trying to keep things right where they need to be. 2-0. Hoping her offense can step up in the bottom half. Next pitch to Gonzalez. Got her looking.
That was a good one. She thought that was a ball. She was like, oh, that looked just like the other pitch. No.
Not quite.
Not quite. But like you mentioned, you know, she was crowding the plate, and so I think her judgment was a little bit different than earlier when she was further back in the box.
And so that umpire actually also has a good look at that as well. So good, smart guy right there. Kaylin Custer now at the plate for Barbers Hill. JJ trying to work another 1-2-3 inning. She had one to lead off the game in the first. And the first pitch to Custer, cut on and missed, 0-1. Huntsville will have the top of the order due up in the bottom of the 6th, and couldn't have come at a better time to see that pop in that lineup. All Huntsville needs to do is get one on. He could set something up big. Here is the 0-1 to Custer. Fouls it back, and quickly 0-2 for Duke. Since that second inning, Duke has been able to settle in, getting outs when she needs it, and even able to get out of jams like she did in the 4th and again in the 5th. The 0-2 to Custer. Just got a piece of it and fouled it back. Custer tonight, hit by the pitch, singled back in the 4th. So she's officially 1 for 1. JJ trying to get out of it. 0-2, just outside. 1-2. Great pitch there by JJ Duke. Custer settles back in, and Duke shakes off a couple pitches from Von Rosenberg. Now gets the one she likes. The 1-2 from Duke. Custer pops it up on the infield. JJ calls everyone off herself. She'll take it for the 1 unassisted, and that'll retire the side. Top of the order is up for Huntsville. Needing runs in the bottom of the 6th. This time is running out. Be back shortly from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornet Softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner. For all your plumbing needs, call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They're a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. They offer a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Carlos Zimmermann alongside Kendyll Morris this evening. Bottom of the 6th, ready to get underway. The top of the order is up for the Lady Hornets here. Anna Rosenlund will get us started. Huntsville needing some runs here in the waiting stages, down 2-0. Haley Nutter has spun a gem tonight. She has struck out 7 Hornet batters tonight for one of the top pitchers in 5A. Rosenlund trying to change that. She is 0 for 1. Walked and grounded out her last time. First pitch from Nutter, high ball 1. 1-0 to Rosenlund. Ball 2. Something we haven't seen tonight. Nutter getting behind in counts to start at bats. And you would think fatigue would start to set in, Kendyll, but softball, that's a natural motion of the arm. So you could throw for days. I'll talk about that here in just a second. Here's the 2-0 to Anna Rosenlund. That one will catch the zone for a strike. 2-1. J.J. Duke last year in a thriller against Lufkin was up 2-0 in the top of the 7th. Gave up 2 runs in that top half to Lufkin. We went almost a full other game. Went to 13 innings, and J.J. pitched the whole way. 171 pitches for J.J. that night, where the Lady Hornets would end up walking it off. Rosenlund takes ball 3. No, called strike 2, excuse me. Late strike call there from the home plate umpire. Rosenlund was able to work the 2-0, but now is going to have to fight with an even count.
Definitely some second judgment by that official there.
2-2 to Rosenlund. Rosenlund chops on the ground, third base side, gloving it over there at third. And making the play to Gonzalez was in time for out number 1.
I'm pretty sure that throw was not on purpose, but in the placement of where it was to first baseman. But that basically hit her on the way to the glove.
So that'll bring Noelle Sandman to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out, as Rosenlund got a good piece of it. She's got good speed down the line, so you got to make quick plays if you are on that defense, but Huntsville not able to get it there. And here's Sandman, and that ball right to the backstop for ball 1. That one got away there from the sophomore in Nutter. Got to find a way to put someone on base. You got a power hitter on deck. Got to get that tying run up one way or another and put some sort of pressure. I know I sound like a broken record, folks. Got to put some sort of pressure on Barbers Hill. Centenary commit stands in, swings at the next pitch. That one on the ground, though, to the second baseman. And on to first for the 4-3 ground out. Duty to Hargrave, and that is out number 2.
Lady Hornets, number 4, J.J. Duke.
I know that all these people can't see me, but I'm dancing every time they play these songs. That's something I'm known for, is my dance moves. Don't you think?
Yes, very much so. You do it every time, whether it's at SAM, you're just standing in the office. Doesn't matter where. You always got to dance in your heart. 2 out for Duke. Takes strike 1 inside.
Got the pitcher's advantage being a batter. Everybody pitches a little differently, but I feel like being a pitcher, you have a much better read of where that ball might go.
0-1 to Duke. Duke hard hit off the shortstop over there. In Cooper, throw to first is not in time.
No, she's safe. Oh.
Woo, bang, bang play over there at first base. Duke's got really good speed down the line, so it's going to take a good play there by Cooper as she had to bobble it at first. That's going to be credited in E6.
Coming to bat for the Lady Hornets, number 9.
But we have got a quick stoppage here as...
that ball popped up right into her face. She made the throw, but it definitely popped up there.
So
holding her nose.
Well, we had that happen in the JV game. Shortstop Chloe Sanders got hit in the face on a grounder. So head coach Aaron Fuller is out there to look at his shortstop in Caitlin Cooper. So hopefully she is all right. And looks like it'll be Fuller that'll go back to the dugout, and Cooper will be able to continue on. Von Rosenberg will come to the plate. She is 0 for 2. She has struck out both times.
The Lady Hornets,
to Nutter.
9, Katie Von Rosenberg.
Just got to find a way to get a run across. If you can't get both that you need, get one. And then let the rest of your order try to pull something in the bottom of the 7th, your last chance.
Got that wind picking back up.
Wind is picking back up, slightly moving out there in the outfield from right to left. It's in our face here. Luckily, not much dust is kicked up into our faces.
You got to go and jinx it, huh?
No, I don't think it will, though. It's not blowing hard enough. Von Rosenberg, that hero from that Lufkin game a year ago. Get the walk-off to win it. And she stares at the first pitch. That one high, ball 1.
keeping her eye on it all the way to the glove. That's what they teach you to do, isn't it?
That's right.
I like to see that. If I was a coach, I'd be like, girl, you kept your eye on the ball, literally.
As long as you don't get hit by it.
Mm-hmm.
That'll sting. 1-0. JJ's off and going. Hit and run was on, but Von Rosenberg could not put it in play. And the count will now run to 1-1. Huntsville trying to do everything they can to put some pressure on. They could find a way to find some gaps here in that outfield. JJ's got good speed. 1-1 to Von Rosenberg. Swing and a miss. Count 1-2.
They just need to keep it out of the infield.
They can do that. Find a way to get it to that outfield. Keep this inning going. Hope Grant, she'll bat next. 1-2 to Katie. Runner goes. That one on a line dropped first as Von Rosenberg cannot leg it out. That's a good play there over there at second base by Reagan Duty as Duke was running out in front of it, but that will end the bottom of the 6th. We stay 2-0. Huntsville's final chance will come in the bottom of the 7th. JJ's got to close it out, though, to give Huntsville an opportunity to try and walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back shortly from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? I turned the lights on one side of the backstage area. I figured I could walk from the light to the darker side, allowing the light that I was coming from to illuminate my way. However, the further I got from the light, the more difficult it became to navigate. So many in our world are walking away from the light of Jesus Christ. Maybe you grew up in church and haven't been in forever. Maybe you once walked daily in your Bible, now you don't. Maybe you pray on a 911 mode. You're trying to navigate your life journey walking away from the light. Friends, the further you go from Jesus, the more difficult life will become. Turn around. Come back to the light. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, going people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Barbers Hill with a 2-0 lead. As we welcome you back in, Carlos Zimmermann alongside Kendyll Morris. Huntsville down to their final 3 outs, but JJ Duke's got to close this ball game out before she can give her offense a chance in the bottom half of the inning. Here she's going to start with the 9-1-2. Haley Nutter will get us started. Nutter tonight reached on a fielder's choice. She's also single. First offering from Duke. Nutter pops it up right at us.
Sorry.
You're good. I saw it coming at you. Just took a shot off the table here, but we are good. Next time, drop the headset.
Yeah, I did think about the fact that I was connected, did I? All good in the hood? Everything fits?
Well, it's not supposed to happen. It's the first action we've seen over here tonight. I thought about catching it, but that ball was coming down in a hurry, and I knew that would have hurt really bad. I was just going to let it hit off the table, but I saw your phone there. I was like, I got to deflect it somehow. Count is 0-1 here on Nutter. JJ back to work. Here's the 0-1. That one high that time, and the count now 1-1.
Man, that scared me a little bit.
Sorry.
I hit my knees on your chair, and I'm definitely going to have a bruise.
Just put some ice on it later.
My maintenance, they finally fixed our ice machine.
Well, there you go. As Nutter swings, that's a base hit in the left field.
It's been broken since we moved in, and we finally got it fixed, like last week, I think.
So a single for Haley Nutter to get us started. Courtesy runner will come on once again for the Lady Eagles. That is Ashlyn Cooper. So back to the top of the order as well. Sophie Niver, she'll stand in, the lefty batter. with the speedy Cooper over there at first base. Duke trying to keep this right where it needs to be to give Huntsville a chance in the bottom half. They try to square it around, but it is a foul ball by Niver to start the at-bat. And Huntsville, this is good for them, beginning to see some really good teams. As Barbers Hill, like I said, they are ranked second in all of 5A. They saw, like I said, Katy, who was fourth in 6A. Getting to see some good pitching and really good hitting as well before they roll into a district play, where they have absolutely dominated the last 2 years, going undefeated in District 16. Here's the 0-1. That one fouled again, and now bunt's definitely not going to be on as you bunt another one. That is going to be an out if Niver can't get that one in play. So we're now 0-2 with a runner on. Count 0-2 as Duke drops the ball for a second. They called time. And Duke will settle back in. The 0-2 to Niver. Ball one outside. And that's the freshman Ashlyn Cooper at the plate. Excuse me, over at first base. Niver trying to keep this going for Barbers Hill. The 1-2 to Niver. Swing, hit that one into center field. Sandman fighting the wind out there. Now coming in to get after it. She's got it, out number one.
Still trying to get over the fact that I ran instead of trying to knock that out of the way.
Yeah.
I played softball for how long, and I just ran from it?
Well, you told me, you know, I'm not going to go there. All right, one away.
What?
Here for Brooklyn Levonick. Junior batter, second in the order for Barbers Hill. Barbers Hill trying to improve to 14-1. Runner thought about going, but the pitch was high from Duke to run the count 1-0.
Trying to talk about the fact that I couldn't catch fly balls.
You said it, I didn't.
Oh, Coach Talbert, I know you're not listening, but you'd get a kick out of that one.
1-0 to Levonick. Ball two outside. Duke starting to show a little bit of frustration here with this home plate umpire, not getting some calls that she was getting earlier in the ball game. Duke trying to fight though. Down 2-0. Insurance run over at first base in Cooper, and the next pitch cut on and missed by Levonick, 2-1. And that'll boost your confidence there, getting a strike into the counter. Huntsville's final hope in the bottom of the seventh. That's Hope Grant, Eris McHale, and Jazz Enriquez, the 5, 6, and 7 for the Lady Hornets. 2-1 to Levonick. Swing, fly ball into left field. Enriquez didn't get a good beat on it, but she does have it out there in left field for the second out. Good grab out there by the sophomore. Transfer out of Cy Woods, and that will now bring up third in the order, Caitlin Cooper. And judging by how it's written on my roster, I'm willing to bet that's her sister over there at first base. They got the L's capitalized on Caitlin and Ashlyn. 2 out. Cooper hit by the pitch.
Right off the elbow. Oh.
Cooper heads down to first base. That'll put both the Coopers on over at second and first base for the cleanup hitter, Peyton Helmley. It's another hit batsman for J.J. Duke.
For a minute there, I thought the umpire was about to say, no, that was a foul ball, the way he was talking to her. But then when he turned around, I could see his face. He was like, ow, that one hurt.
That is the third hit batsman tonight for J.J. Duke. Puts a runner in scoring position over there at second base. Ashlyn Cooper. Caitlin is now the one at first. Here's Helmley. Helmley swings that one into center. Sandman giving chase. She's got it on a line. And that will end the top of the seventh and end the threat for Barbers Hill. So Barbers Hill, they will only get the 2 tonight. Can Huntsville find 2 or 3 to extend the ball game? Their 5, 6, and 7 hitters are due up in the bottom of the seventh when we come back. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and I'm proud to be the owner of Huntsville and Walker County's premier funeral home, Sam Houston Memorial. What makes us the premier funeral home? The reasons are simple. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home has the premier facilities in the area, and our directors and staff are top of the line, offering premier care for you and your loved ones in their time of need. Locally owned and family managed for 2 decades, it's our family's honor to serve yours. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts at celebrating life.
Affordable Plumbing Incorporated in Huntsville is a proud supporter of Hornets softball and baseball. Family owned and operated since 2000, Affordable Plumbing serves the plumbing needs of Huntsville, New Waverly, Trinity, and other surrounding areas. The company is backed by years and years of experience and strives to support the community in a courteous and professional manner. For all your plumbing needs, call them at 936-291-7886. Again, that's Affordable Plumbing at 936-291-7886. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 7th here in Huntsville. 2-0 Barbers Hill. Huntsville's been able to put together a good, masterful pitching, just been able to only surrender the 2 runs to Barbers Hill, but the offense has not quite where it needed to be tonight as Nutter going through her warm-up pitches. She's done that at least once every warm-up she's had. I guess that's just either to juice her arm up or whatever. I don't know. Huntsville tonight, only 2 hits, 1 for Duke and 1 for Sandman here this evening. Trying to change that now with a 5, 6, and 7. This broadcast again brought to you by our great friends at Northside Baptist Church, my home church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ, as well as Affordable Plumbing, family owned and operated since 2000, supporting Walker County and surrounding counties. Oh, here we go. Bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Barbers Hill. And Hope Grant stands at the plate. Hope trying to keep this going. She's grounded out twice tonight, 0 for 2. Nutter will stand in, trying to go the complete game and get the shutout to boot. First pitch to Grant is inside, 1-0. If Grant gets on, you're likely go to a courtesy runner. Try and get some extra speed out there. You got a couple speedsters in that dugout right now, and Kiana Washington as well. This
Not again.
is going to bounce off the top or stay in play.
I was like, it's not happening again. No.
I was ready for it, but that is out number 1 as Grant cannot keep it
Now
in
batting
play.
for the Lady Hornets, number 11, Eris McHale.
We need somebody over here with the tennis racket to knock him out of the way, huh?
Yeah, we might need to. So here's Eris McHale. She is 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out both times to the plate. With 1 out now here in the bottom of the 7th for Eris McHale. Post-game wrap-up will come your way here shortly if it ends here. Either way, with Barbers Hill winning or if Huntsville can put 3 runs together in this bottom half. Try to get a word from head coach Morgan Bryan at the conclusion of this one as McHale stares at strike 1. McHale trying to settle in. Slide open stance here for Eris, the junior. Here's the 0-1. That hits McHale. So tying run will come to the plate, represented by Jazz Enriquez. McHale gets plunked. Man, we've had a lot of plunks tonight. 3 issued by Duke. Morgan Bryan calls for time.
Pitch runner.
Will we go to a courtesy runner here? Looks like we will. McHale will head to the bench. Here comes Kiana Washington, the speedster out there. I say that because my first year of doing this for Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball, during the playoffs as a freshman, completely disregarded a stop sign at third base thrown up by head coach Morgan Bryan and just took off to the plate anyway. She scored, so that saved her. But, man, that's how much speed she's got over there. She's got to be smart here on these base paths. With 1 out, double play depth on the infield for Barbers Hill, and Jazz Enriquez represents the tying run for the Lady Hornets. Wind moving right to left across your radio dial. And Enriquez tonight, she is 0 for 1. Hit by the pitch her last time up. And now we've got time called here by head coach Aaron Fuller as he'll head out to the circle to talk this thing over. That'll give us the time to catch our breath here. Huntsville with the tying run at the plate now, trying to get some action going here. In the bottom of the 7th, trying to find a way to get this crowd moving, Kendyll. I mean, you got an opportunity here. Enriquez, during the fall ball season, I saw she's got a lot of pop in that bat, so if she can get one into the outfield, that could definitely prove trouble for Barbers Hill.
Yeah, and sometimes it just takes one really good hit to get your team going. I know that when they're out there and you just keep getting hit by pitch and that's how you're getting on base or an error here and there, it's kind of brings you down. But also having a circle visit like that, also as a batter, is like maybe they just need a little more talking about me and give you some of your own self-confidence.
Again, if you're Huntsville, you don't really need to find that long ball. You just need to put something out and play into the outfield. Washington, like I said, she's got great speed on the base paths. If you can get her over to third base and then bring Klawinski to the plate, who's had a flair for the heroics before as well, something big could happen here in the bottom of the 7th for Huntsville. Need it to, though, as Enriquez stands in here to face Nutter. One away, Washington at first. Taking a long time to get this one going here, but Nutter's ready to go. First pitch to Jazz Enriquez is in there for a strike, 0-1. Enriquez wearing that number 17 that was adorned by another letterman that Huntsville lost in the offseason. Alexis Taylor, now a student at Sam Houston. She's also in the crowd tonight. Here's the 0-1 to Enriquez, cut on and missed, 0-2. Good, healthy cut there, but it was a little high, so all that what she would have done there is either beat it into the ground or pop it up. Again, she represents the tying run. Nutter trying to get her 9th strikeout of the evening. The 0-2 to Enriquez. Fly ball. This is going to stay in play down the right field side, and it is caught. Washington is back in time. Oh, Huntsville nearly got burned with another double play, and that would have ended the ball game, but the inning will roll on to Callie Klawinski. She represents the final out for the Lady Hornets.
Callie Klawinski.
I just looked at my wrist, I got time today.
Callie tonight 0 for 1. She has been struck out and hit by the pitch. And she's the final hope here for Huntsville. She now holds the tying run spot. First pitch from Nutter. Cross for strike 1.
I don't know what they're waiting on. You know, they're kind of looking at some of those good pitches. I don't know, maybe it's just the delivery of it or what.
Nutter's on a good delivery tonight as the 0-1 to Klawinski cuts on and missed, and Huntsville down to the final strike. Huntsville with a loss would fall to 9-5, but a valiant effort tonight against one of the top teams in the state. Barbers Hill holding them to just 2 runs. 0-2 to Callie. High for a ball. Washington was off and going on the throw. So that'll put Kai over at second. Now in scoring position for Huntsville. Anything hit to the outfield will easily score Kiana. So the count 1-2 now. On a pitch high to Callie Klawinski. Nutter will settle back in here, retoe the rubber. Huntsville still down on their last strike. 1-2 to Callie Klawinski. Cut on and missed, and that'll do it. Huntsville will fall tonight 2-0 against Barbers Hill. A tough one there for the Lady Hornets this evening. But still a valiant effort against a very, very good Barbers Hill team out of Mount Bellevue. So the Lady Hornets will try to bounce back coming up at their next tournament, which we'll talk about coming up in our post-game wrap-up. We'll try to talk with head coach Morgan Bryan following the conclusion of this one tonight. Again, Barbers Hill wins it 2-0. Well, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around with us here for the post-game wrap-up. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
The Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, welcomes you to the Huntsville Lady Hornets post-game wrap-up. For stats and analysis of tonight's game, let's go back to the diamond and join Carlos Zimmermann and head coach Morgan Bryan.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Post-game wrap-up now underway here. Tough loss tonight for Huntsville, 2-0, but we're here now with head coach Morgan Bryan. Coach, despite the loss, you held the number 2 team in the state to 2 runs. Just give me your thoughts on the game.
Well, I didn't know they were number 2. Honestly, I think it's a 1-run ball game, or maybe a 0-0 ball game if we play it better. At the end of the day, you know, we had that one inning that we can't have, and they just capitalized on it. But I'm not mad at it. Does losing suck? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But in that situation, you know, I think it was a 4-run ball game last year, so we've cut that deficit, and you can tell that there's growth in that scenario. So we got to take that and we've got to run with it. But I really think it's a different ball game if we just kind of have that clean inning and really just make adjustments. You know, I don't think we adjusted. We just talked about that in our post-game huddle. And at the end of the day, if we can't adjust at the plate, then we won't be successful against good teams like that.
Coach, just talk about JJ tonight. Just, the 2 runs given up, one of those only earned for her. I mean, still pitched a heck of a ball game even when the chips were behind her.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Jay had a great ball game. She pitched really well, located her spots really well. Strike zone was really in her favor whenever we first started, and then it kind of got a little smaller. So we were kind of having a trouble period adjusting to that. But as far as pitching, I'm not mad at the way that Jalen threw today. I think she threw great, and I think she did a great job. We just didn't come up when we needed to.
Offensively, what adjustments are you going to look to make going forward as the non-district play rolls on?
You know, we just got to make sure that we're just making adjustments at the plate and in-game adjustments. You know, one of the things that we had as a strength the last couple of years is you'd go 1 or 2 rounds through, and then we'd make those adjustments, and you'd see us come around. And unfortunately, we're just kind of getting at a stall right now. So we just kind of got to figure a way to really focus in on base hits and hitting the top half of the ball, trying to really not lift it and just kind of put it in play. We got to be more consistent.
All right, Coach, I appreciate your time. Best of luck the rest of the way. We will see you back here on March 21st for the district opener against Lufkin.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to say hi to my mom and dad. I love you, and thank you for watching at home.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Carlos.
All right, folks, that will do it for us here tonight in Huntsville. But before we go, Kendyll, just final thoughts on the game.
Honestly, I think that was a good game from Huntsville. I mean, like you said, they're the number 2 team in this state, and they only held them to 2 runs. That's not something that happens very often against a team like that. And I'm excited to see how Duke does this whole season. I mean, she was on fire, and she really did adjust to the batters. I mean, there was a couple hit by pitches, but I mean that happens especially at the high school level when you're trying to figure out what the official or the umpire is wanting you to do, because I mean at the end of the day, every pitcher has to adjust to the officials' box.
And she will do that. She's done that very well throughout her first 2 years at the varsity level. Started as a freshman out a couple of years ago when we first started doing this. So definitely bright future ahead for the Lady Hornets. They're going to be heading out to another tournament that I'm going to pull up here really quick. Should have already had that prepared, but hey, you know, it's been a long night, folks, trying to work out all the kinks for all of you. We're absolutely glad to be back here with you once again, bringing you our 3rd season of Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball, as well as our 3rd season of Huntsville Hornet Baseball, which is going to be starting next Tuesday. Colin Neal is going to have the call for all of Huntsville baseball this year, along with B.J. McMichael at University Heights Baptist Church. Thank you to B.J. for joining us again this year. Huntsville, they are going to be heading down to Richmond this weekend, or Richmond-Rosenberg area, to take on the likes of Richmond Foster, Columbia, Fulshear, as well as St. Agnes Academy and George Ranch coming up this weekend. So they'll have another good tournament to see some good teams down there at the 4A, 5A, 6A level. So that is where Huntsville will be. If you want to follow along with all those games, follow the Lady Hornets on Game Changer. They'll have all the games for you broadcasted over there. We will be back on March the 21st for the senior night home opener of district against the Lufkin Lady Pack. Last time Huntsville faced Lufkin, it was a nail-biting 13-inning game. So we're expecting another similar ball game coming up on Tuesday, March the 21st. Myself and Kendall Morris will have the call for that one. For everyone here at the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, for Kendall Morris, my broadcast partner, and everyone back at the station, thank you for joining us all night long. And we will see you coming up here in 3 weeks. Have a great rest of your, what day is it, Tuesday evening. And as always, friends, sting 'em Hornets and have a pleasant tomorrow. Good night and God bless from Huntsville, Texas.
This has been a presentation of Huntsville Lady Hornet Softball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. No portion of this broadcast may be used or transmitted in any other form without the express written consent of Huntsville High School Athletics, our broadcast partners, and 101.7 KSAM. Thank you for watching, and sting 'em, Hornets.